We're gonna have some fun today as I take a look at my top 10 favorite launch monitors that I've tested here on Let's Play Thru. I've got the unique opportunity to look at everything that comes out on the market to get hands-on. And here's what I would pick in order if I were to spend my own hard-earned money. Now, a couple of ground rules. There are so many different types of launch monitors out there, ones that fit certain scenarios. You've got overhead launch monitors, ones that sit beside you, ones that sit behind you. There's also launch monitors that sit in every budget range, from really affordable to really luxury and expensive. And I'm gonna throw that all out the window here today and literally just talk about the ones that caught my eye and the ones that do something super unique. All of the ones here in my top 10 are amazing launch monitors in their own right, but what I have placed at number 9 might be a number 1 for you and your budget. I've done a ton of videos over the years. I've literally laid out decision trees for you, so really valuable information, and I will link those videos down below. But on today's video, I'm literally just going to rank my top 10 most favorites, no matter the price, no matter the use case scenario. Without further ado, let's dive into the list. Starting out at number 10, we've got the VoiceCaddy SC4 Pro. This is the most recent, most updated version of the VoiceCaddy system. It's a unit that sits behind you, but it needs a lot less space than a lot of these Doppler devices. It only needs 5 feet to get very accurate results. Now, this is both an indoor and an outdoor unit. A few things that really stand out for me. First of all, that on-screen display where you literally get the most valuable data that you need to improve your golf game, where it can call out things like your carry distance for every shot you're taking. That just makes your practice sessions so much more efficient. Another thing I really love is that it has a remote so you can choose clubs. It hooks up to a really nice app where you can see your data displayed and look at averages. And it does all of that for a price right around $500. Incredible value for what you're getting. Let's move on to number 9. That is going to be a launch monitor that really broke through and kind of started a category. It's the Garmin R10. I got to test this before anyone. I felt so lucky to have this little thing in my hands. I couldn't believe that it was literally the size of a deck of cards. You could slip this in your pocket, take it out to the range, bring it to your house, put it in your backyard with a net, however you wanted to use it. It had, for the first time in a budget launch monitor, access to club face data with visuals like the path and other things that made it so powerful as a practice tool. I found it to be very accurate, especially outdoors, and again at a price that really undercut the market. It's such a fun device, it still holds up. Now, since this device has been out for a few years now, they're starting to run some incredible sales, and you can pick this up literally for a song. It is such a solid unit. It still holds up after all these years, and one that I highly recommend if you're on a budget. Coming in at number 8 is a launch monitor that came out, I think, 2 years ago now, maybe a year and a half, but it's the SkyTrak Plus. This launch monitor is an optical unit at a really nice price that has what I think is the best suite of practice software on the market now. You can map your bag, do a club mapping session. You've got all sorts of different types of ranges with targets to really focus on particular parts of your game. You can do gapping sessions to know how far you hit each wedge in your bag. All of this comes in a really intuitive and beautiful software package from SkyTrak. Their annual subscriptions, I think, are reasonable. And in 2025, they rolled out Courseplay, which is an incredible simulator with stunning graphics. And again, at an annual subscription that I think is really reasonable. And just like all the products on this list, there are some drawbacks. I'd say the biggest one for the SkyTrak is going to be a little bit of a shot delay, but all around a solid system at a really nice price. Coming in at number 7 is going to be the TruGolf Apogee. This is the first overhead launch monitor on our list here today. And what I was really impressed with the first time I saw this was just how quickly I could hit a shot and literally see the ball flying on screen as if I was out on course. It was pretty much instantaneous, which makes for a seamless experience. I love that. They also built a range system for this that is just so fun, where you can literally set a target anywhere and go at it and score your shots. You can create competitions, and again, just a great way to improve your game in a fun way. Now, on top of this, TruGolf is the makers of E6, the golf simulator software that you see packaged with a lot of these launch monitors. And for the Apogee, they rolled out something called E6 Apex, which is a next level golf simulator. And late here in 2025, they've just released a massive course library, so you've got access to a ton of golf courses around the world. It's a super powerful system, great for both right-handers and left-handers alike. Now that takes us to number 6 on my list. That is going to be the FlightScope Mevo Plus. This little Doppler unit that sits behind you is one of the most powerful launch monitors on the market. It uses something called fusion tracking, which is a hybrid between Doppler technology and the onboard camera. This allows for super accurate ball and club data without the use of stickers. It does get more accurate if you do use an RCT ball, especially indoors, but it even works without it. They even have some next level upgrades like impact detection and D-plane data, where you can literally see a 3D visualization of how the club came through and struck the ball. They keep adding to the software with things like a shot tracer, and now they've even got AI built into it with their Badger system. Unbelievable technology, again at a price that I think is very reasonable, below the $2,000 mark. And it's a unit that you'll be able to take indoors and outdoors to work on your game. All right, we're through the first 5 here, but before we move on to the top 5, I've got to mention you can save some serious money on any of the launch monitors that we are talking about with my links down below, especially at our partners playbetter.com, who are already the home of the lowest prices on the internet. You'll see sales there first. They're always giving you the lowest prices with free 48-hour shipping, and on top of that, a hassle-free money-back guarantee. So if you don't absolutely love the launch monitor you choose, you can exchange it or simply get your money back. That is such a benefit to playbetter.com. And on top of those already great prices, use our discount code LPT, which can save you up to 10% in some cases. So I will leave some links down below to all the launch monitors on your list. Do yourself a favor and do your shopping at playbetter.com. Let's move on to the top 5 here. Coming in at number 5 is going to be the Bushnell Launch Pro. Again, a game changer when it first hit the market. This is a high-end, professional quality optical launch monitor with exceptional build quality, something that will stand the test of time. Over the years, they have shifted the pricing and strategy when it comes to the retail price as well as the subscription cost. Now they offer a ball data only unit for sub $2,000, and you can add club head data if you want. The Bushnell Launch Pro is an indoor-outdoor unit. It comes with a really nice travel case, and it's super easy to just set up and start practicing your golf and knowing you've got data that you can trust. Over the years, I've found the Bushnell launch monitor to be as accurate as things like its big brother, the GCQuad. It is just an exceptional unit all around, in my opinion. And speaking of the GCQuad, that is my number 4 launch monitor on this list. It is an amazing unit with accuracy you can 100% trust because the PGA professionals trust this device. It has 4 cameras on board to capture both ball data and club data if you attach stickers to the face of your club. It's got a nice onboard screen that you can see very well in very bright sun to see the numbers that you need right on board. It's got great battery life. The build quality, like everything that Foresight and Bushnell produces, is second to none. It's been a trusty tool for me here on Let's Play Through, and it's a unit that I absolutely 100% recommend, assuming you've got the budget, because it's a pretty expensive unit indeed. Next up on our list is not an expensive unit. My number 3 launch monitor is going to be the Square Golf Launch Monitor. This is an optical launch monitor at a head-scratchingly low price. At MSRP $699. On top of that, it is a unit that comes with no subscriptions. Its golf simulator uses a credit system. It comes preloaded with a number of credits, and if you ever want to add credits, it's very cheap and easy to do so. If you've been shopping for launch monitors, you've probably seen my reviews and others here on YouTube of the Square Golf launch monitor. If you haven't, I'll let you know that this is extremely accurate for the price. It's not perfect, but at the price point it sits, it is, in my opinion, the most accurate launch monitor in the budget category. Now, there's another caveat to this one. It is only an indoor device. So if you ever have designs on taking this outdoors, or even if you use this in something like a garage with a lot of light coming in, you've got to block the windows and really make it dark in your space. So something to think about with the Square, but if you are going to be using it indoors and you're on a budget, man, what a unit. All right, there are two left, and drum roll please. At number 2 is the Uneekor EYE XR. This is my favorite overhead launch monitor unit because it sits at a fantastic price. On top of that, no stickers are required to get club face data. That is a huge innovation from Uneekor. And on top of it, the Uneekor software, in my opinion, is the best on the market. The View software is an extremely powerful launch monitor that gives you all of the data organized beautifully. You've even got a camera on board of the EYE XR to show you exactly how the club strikes the ball at impact, to know if you are closed, open, hitting it fat, hitting it thin, whatever. It is so useful. This year they rolled out the Game Day software, which is an incredible simulator at an incredible subscription price. And it keeps getting better. Every month they're adding courses to the system. It's beautifully rendered. The gameplay is seamless. You can even play with friends across the world. It is so much fun. Probably my favorite golf simulator software right now, at least neck and neck with GS Pro for sure. And as the library continues to evolve, it may even overtake it. I think Uneekor priced this one right out of the gates at $69.99. You're getting an incredible value for an overhead unit that's this capable. And on top of that, it's expandable with things like their AI trainer if you were to add the swing optics cameras. You've even got a surface tension platform. The Uneekor EYE XR all around is just an incredible unit. It is my pick for an overhead launch monitor right now. And with that, we are at our number 1 on the list. For me, it's going to be another game changer, the Garmin R50. Garmin R50 is the first launch monitor to have an onboard iPad-like screen where you've got not only your launch monitor data organized any way you could possibly want it, but on top of that, it literally has a full golf simulator with pretty much every golf course in the world loaded onto it that you can play without a computer, without a peripheral device. You could literally plug this in with an HDMI cable and project it onto a screen with no computer necessary. It's the first of its kind. It is a leader in the space. The accuracy I found to be absolutely incredible. In fact, I did an entire video out on the golf course in real life conditions, hitting shots, and I was shocked at just how perfectly the Garmin R50 nailed it. I couldn't believe it. And if you know I took it out on the golf course, you must know that this is a really nice indoor-outdoor mobile device. It is much bigger and bulkier than things like the Bushnell Launch Pro or even the GCQuad, but it does come with a really nice carrying case to be able to take it out on the road with you. This thing just does so much. If you missed any of the videos I've done on it, highly recommend you go back and watch those. And there you have it. There's my top 10 list. I would of course love to know what's on your list. Have you had experience with one or multiple of these? Let me know down in the comments what you've chosen for yourself or what you've got your eye on as well. As I mentioned, we've got those videos. If you really want to specifically look for the launch monitor that's best for your use case, I'm going to leave those linked down below, along with those links to our partner playbetter.com so you can save some money on all of the launch monitors we covered here today. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you back here next time on another edition of Let's Play Through.